Just obviously admitted to the fact that you were talking and taunting me for no reason.
I'll taunt you right the fuck now.
Okay,
nigga.
run up, nigga. Run up, nigga. Get your one. Run up. Get your one. Get your one.
It's a real one.
Somebody here, somebody.
But gets to the meeting and starts to provoke Milan. I was like, you completely flipped the script.
Six is up in this thing. Put you up in this game.
Wait is over. The wait is over.
Welcome back.
This is commentary, so get out your feelings. So the title of tonight's episode was Fashion and Fights, and y'all know last week I told you that Milan and Carry-On were gonna fight. Now they actually fought, almost was 2 times. Now at the last part, he ran up on Milan as if he was gonna fight him, but then Milan gave him the opportunity and he didn't take it. And I'm a little bit concerned about that because Carry-On, you talk a whole lot of shit and you be provoking a whole lot of stuff, but you can't back that stuff up. That's a bad look. Then tonight we saw Moolah over there acting like a diva because the charity event, yes, charity event that he attended, okay, they provided him with outfits. He didn't like what the outfits were, so it messed up his vibe. Dude, how are you gonna be ungrateful when they literally provided you this? They didn't have to give you shit. You didn't have to be a part of it, but they allowed you to be a part of it, and you had the nerve to complain about the outfit that they gave you. Then we had Gutter saying that Dylan is a little smelly little boy. Now, I don't know what that means, but I guess, you know, hey, Gutter said it, that's what it is. But anyway, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get into this. I do have some notes, but of course, before I get started, I do want to say what's up to my subbies. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are new here, it's your girl Nesha here, back in the cut once again. Tonight we're going to be reviewing Bad Boys Club Season 1, Episode 6. And like I told y'all, the title of this one is Fashion and Fights. I do have some notes here. I really might want to leave them notes alone and just go off the top of my head because I just have a feeling like I'm going to just go be rambling, you know, and it wasn't even that much to it, okay? Anyway, we started off the episode back at the studio, and y'all know that Milan was pissed off with Carry-On because the engineer left abruptly. They didn't know how to save the product, and Carry-On, because he said he has that background, a musical background with his daddy being in the studio and stuff like that, he wanted to get in there and act, you know, let me figure out how to save it. I don't remember how to use Pro Tools, or either I don't know how to use Pro Tools, but I know that it's what's needed. So I'm gonna YouTube it, and I got us, okay? Now, Milan wasn't going for that because he felt like, well, we're putting our all into this situation. Mind you, all of this shit happened in a day. We put our all into this, and I don't want you to go messing up the product and stuff like that. So you know what? I don't want you to do it. Now, of course, Carry-On was offended by that, so then they end up going back and forth. You know, Carry-On said his little digs about him keeping dicks in his mouth and stuff like that. Y'all know it was nasty. It was crazy, okay? And then Milan said his digs about how he's trash and how his daddy thinks he's trash and his daddy don't want him and stuff like that. So they went back and forth. Well, tonight we picked up there. And everything seemed cool. It seemed like Milan was just trying to get to the money, and he was ready to go to this charity fashion event. Well, on the flip side, Carry-On was feeling some sort of way, but they came to the agreement that, you know what, we gonna go ahead and we gonna go out there and we gonna have fun and we gonna do the charity event. This is about 22 minutes into the episode. So boom, they get to the fashion event, and we're on our way there, right? Let me back it up a little bit. We're on our way to the fashion event, and Milan is vocal, right? He's talking to them. He's telling them how disappointed he is in Carry-On, how he thought they were friends, how he actually defended him, and how he just feel like he was played, and he can't understand how he could be that way to him, okay? Him of all people. Well, they're talking, and he just felt some sort of way, and then once they make it to the event, which was about 45 minutes later, he decides in his mind that he's gonna go up and fight Carry-On. Mind you, he never made a comment about doing that. It seemed like everything's cool. He's trying to get to the money, and then all of a sudden he changed up the script. Now, I kind of figured some shit was getting ready to happen because he kept looking out the window. And Gutter made a comment, and she was like, Dang, he looked focused. Okay, whatever. He focused. Like, chill. And so he constantly looking out of the window, and I think it was Real that made the comment about, hey, do you want your chain back? And he's like, no, I need you to hold that for me. I was like, okay, he finna be on some sneak shit. So they get off of the bus, and obviously he go running up to Carry-On. Carry-On is caught off guard because he's actually trying to take a selfie with one of the producers. And so he goes up and punches him. I don't know what landed. We didn't really get a good video of that. And that's what it was, And I was a little bit disappointed in Milan for walking up and sneaking Carry-On, especially when in the beginning of the season you felt a way about the way that Carry-On was snuck by Moolah. So I think that's a little bit interesting that you do the same thing that you tried to call somebody else out for. So I wasn't really here for it. And then we spent several, did I put that timestamp, y'all? Let me see. Did I put it down, child? I didn't put it down. But we spent several minutes trying to convince Milan that he needed to get it together so we can go ahead and do this fashion show. We're here at this charity event. We're supposed to get off of the bus, do the red carpet, and then go on, get our clothes, and walk. We spent way too much time trying to convince him that, you know what, it's cool, dude, let's do the event. I put this together. We here, right? We cool. Why you doing me like this? I spent a lot of money and time and effort into this event for you to get off of the bus and start fighting here. So finally he gets out of his feelings. Like, it was at the last minute. Milan gets out of his feelings and says, you know what, I'm at an event. Let me go and change my clothes and actually, participate. I'm like, see, this right here, that took way too long. You supposed to be the one leading this house, yet you're over here acting a damn ass. Like, it made no sense to me at all. Moolah, he ended up pouting because he did not like the outfit that he chose. According to Rail, he chose what he wore, but apparently he didn't like the options. So he wanted to sit and pout. Now, he ended up walking the runway and everything was fine, but right after it, he want to sit there and be a Debbie Downer. Oh, I really did. I wasn't feeling it, bro. I ain't like it, bro. It could have been better. I ain't like my options. They played me. Dude, again, this is a charity event. It's not about you. It's about giving back to the people that can't afford football. The kids, it's about them. So why are you here making it about yourself? But everybody else had fun. The lights were turned off at one point. I think there was a shortage in the breaker or something like that, but it came back and everything was good. Carry-On and Gutta had a moment, and again, Gutta was just encouraging Carry-On to not be concerned with what anybody else says. Do your thing. And Carry-On wasn't at mind frame, and that's what I can respect about Carry-On. Even though I don't like how he be starting shit, I can respect that Carry-On was still at the end of the day like, look, I'm here for a job. I'm going to do what I'm here for. I'm going to put that to the side. We can fuss and fight at the house. We can work here. I respected it about him. It seemed like Milan just couldn't get it together, y'all. We back at the house, and it was Rel's idea to have like a family meeting. Let's pull everybody together and let's let them know that, we gonna do the leadership situation a little different. Houston, he like to turn up, so we gonna let him and be in charge of like the parties and stuff like that. Carry-On is really into music. I guess he done had Grammys and stuff like that, or participated in some sort. We gonna let him be in charge of the music. Milan, he not really known for anything, so at this point he shouldn't even be in charge of anything. But we're gonna choose leaders based off of what they're known for, okay? Now, I felt like the meeting situation was gonna be a problem from the get-go, simply because Carry-On and Milan still had their issues. Well, they get there before the meeting. Carry-On was like, yeah, we need that. I get that you and that Rel and Houston, I call Anthony Houston. I get that. I'm here for y'all understanding where I come from and knowing that I really didn't do nothing wrong. So yeah, we need to have this meeting. But gets to the meeting and starts to provoke Milan. I was like, you completely flipped the script. How you gonna say that you want to have a meeting and then get to the meeting and you feel some sort of way and you're starting to cause issues where we're trying to simmer it down? Like, I didn't, y'all, the shit was crazy to me. Anyway, so Carrie Ann, y'all, I wrote some of this down, okay? So Carrie Ann claimed that out of nowhere, Milan started to, talking about him and stuff like that. Milan says he didn't do that in that sequence and claims that Carrie Ann has psychological issues, okay? Now, Milan was standing behind a podium during this time, and that's important. Now, Carrie Ann then says that Milan was scared, and that's why he was standing behind the podium, okay? So then Milan is like, dude, I'm not fighting him. I've already made up in my head I'm not fighting this dude anymore. Like, I don't care at this point. Like, whatever. So then he explains that Carrie Ann looked weak in his eyes. And he said that since he was, standing around there and looked helpless, when, Moolah and Curtis was, trying to fight him and stuff like that, he had jumped in. He felt like he looked weak or whatever. So then Carrie Ann started to laugh, okay? He liked how that came out, I guess, or whatever. He's just egging him. So then Carrie Ann says that he's big bro of the house. Self-proclaimed, I guess. I don't know. So then Gutta says, we keep going around. We keep looking crazy. So then Carrie Ann admits to trying to get into Milan and successfully getting into Milan's head. So then Milan is like, see what I'm talking about? This dude did that shit on purpose. He knew there was no issue, yet he created an issue just so he could get at me. Like, it didn't make any sense to him. So then that's when Carrie Ann ran up, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he run up like he getting ready to go fight him. Negative. When he run up, he pauses. Like, the podium is there. Here's the podium. Literally, he runs up. Well, you still can't. I guess I would have to do it like that. Anyway, y'all get what I'm trying to say. So listen, he run up to the podium and stops as if something literally told him to halt. He did not do anything. Milan, mind you, is still standing behind a podium. It's him and it's a wall. And Carrie Ann did nothing, okay? Now, I did notice that Carrie Ann's pants had started to fall, so maybe he stopped because he was trying to fix his pants. That's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, you can't go running up on somebody, acting as if you're getting ready to fight them and vocally saying that you're getting ready to fight them, and then stop. No, I'm sorry, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. So then I see that they ended up, I don't know whether this was a clip from next episode or if that's this one, but I know that Real had something to do with this. But they were like, look, y'all finna get y'all one. Okay, nobody's gonna interrupt. Y'all gonna fight. Since y'all keep wanting to go at each other and y'all can't let it go, y'all gonna fight. And so they stand there, and you see Milan tell him, okay, bitch, run up. And Carrie Ann again, not trying to fight. No, you hit me. Listen. That's a problem for me because Carrie Ann talks way too much crap for him to be that scary. Dude, it's really looking bad for you. You constantly getting beat up in this house, but your mouth is big and you keep talking big shit and you're not able to back it up. It's problematic, okay? But anyway, so that ends up happening. Obviously, he don't do nothing. I think Milan ended up hitting him, and then it was on from there. And eventually, they came in and tried to break it up, and now Carrie Ann want to try to get at Milan. Y'all, I'm so over it. I'm so over Milan. I know he has issues. I've said it before in my videos. That boy has issues. He needs to get that stuff worked out. And unfortunately, it's all being exploited for a little change on this show. That boy is not right. Okay? And I'm not going to excuse Milan because he could have done and handled himself way better than he did. But Carrie Ann, nah, he not right. But let me glance at these notes and see if there's anything else. Nope, there's nothing else. I did see that next week Jonathan Wright is getting ready to come there. I don't follow Jonathan Wright. I do know that he does makeup and stuff. But as far as like following him and knowing how he is, I don't know. So I'm going to, of course, learn all this stuff next week. Anyway, if you made it this far, I do love and appreciate you guys. Get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know what you think about this video, as well as let me know your thoughts on Carrie Ann specifically. You know what I mean? How do you feel about him? I don't even know if Carrion is out of jail. I don't know. I think I need to look that up. Okay. Anyway, y'all, until next time, bye.
I'm ready to go. This tea is super hot. I'm about to rush. I'm back, 3 feet, no pressure.